Welcome back to the world of Tapir. The story thus far is that the false Sun crew have finally defeated once and for all the roots of Yggdrasil. Um, in exchange, they have learned a bit more about the mysterious figure known as Vermilion, who seems to have their fingers in multiple pies, figuratively speaking. Lots of irons in the fires, as it were. And they learned a potential way to hit Vermilion where it hurts. Um, then, upon returning to the Cité Solaire, they enjoyed a nice meal and rested, where several things happened. Um, Sushi's patron has been very pleased with her progress so far. Um, Raja's patron has been, or Raja's deity has been very pleased with the chaos that's ensued, allowing Raja to grow an extra tail. Um, and
Hooray.
Corvus had gone to Levere in order to learn the ways of being a sneaky sneak. And
And then wording it very badly
wording it very
to the others.
badly to the others. So with all your shenanigans for that day having completed, and everyone uh going about their regular routine once more out in the open sea. Um, I believe y'all were headed to Fitio.
I
I'm not
believe
sure, but
so.
I know Sushi was wanting to fight Corvus or something
Oh,
because of
right.
yeah, that
That'll
was a whole big thing at the very end.
fuck. That'll probably have to wait. Gunmetal is unfortunately not exactly the most available at the moment.
Ah,
Uh,
She has a job interview, I believe, right?
I don't know.
I can wait.
I don't remember.
But
But
yeah, we can do
anywho,
other stuff.
all right. So, with where y'all use the portal from, I'll say it's and how long y'all have already been sailing, or how long the ship's been sailing while y'all were off doing your own thing. I'd say about 2 weeks. So 2 rolls on the sea encounter chart.
I believe one of them is
Yay.
my turn.
Honestly, I don't remember who last rolled on the C chart.
I don't know, but I know it was
Probably
getting close
Corvus.
to my turn because I'd been waiting a while.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Go ahead, roll a D100.
Okay,
I think the last person was Corvus. Also, we
90.
were taking turns.
90.
Yeah,
90.
90. It's with my red dice this
Ooh,
time. Technically, this is my Raja dice.
nice.
Nice.
So,
Awesome.
as y'all
Sync
are
that up. Cool.
so who's in the crow's nest about like 3 days afterwards?
No, shouldn't we keep the crow in the
I'd
crow's
say
nest?
Katya definitely wants a turn at lookout.
All right.
I know it's one of the days.
All right, as you're looking out, as you're looking in the crow's nest, you spot you spot a dinghy just floating in the waves off in the distance.
Alrighty, let me. I guess can I roll perception? Katya has like a little
Spyglass.
What do they call eyeglass? Okay, I couldn't
Yeah.
remember the name for like the tiny personal telescope. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a spyglass.
She pulls out a
Spyglass.
spyglass to see what she can see.
Did Levere ever get his fixed?
Yes, I believe so. You got to fix
Cool.
like early on, or no? I think actually no. I think Varen might have used mending on it.
That's right.
Yeah, what you did was you opened it up, cleaned it of all these salt crystals, and then used mending to put it back together.
Katya has her own also.
And then you ate the salt crystals.
Yummy. All right.
All right. You wanted to roll perception on to see what else you can glean
hold
from the
on,
dinghy.
my tab's not wonky. Give me a second.
I believe using the spyglass gives you advantage, right?
I believe so.
Oh, it signed me out.
Oh, it did me too.
Yeah, no, it signed like it signed me out.
It
and
did
Yeah, I had
a-
to log. I had to log in.
I
as
had
well.
to too.
Yeah, I think the
They had
website
to
did a
reset
full-on
theirs.
update, which is why everyone got
they
signed
might have.
out.
Yeah,
Spyglasses are
Right, there we
expensive as
go.
fuck, by the way.
lots of things are expensive.
Ooh, how much?
A spyglass costs 1,000 gold.
Well, to be fair, that's generally
So,
that
One
it's
platinum,
Okay,
right?
well, the
Eh,
thing about it is in a normal campaign that's not set around sailing, they are far more useful. Like, no, that's not the word I'm trying to say. Mechanically speaking, it is much easier. The
You're not going to be finding a lot of telescopes inland.
yeah, exactly. Not
What
unless
the fuck? I should have rolled physical dice.
okay, but remember that 1,000 gold is like the yearly output of a small city.
All right. So what'd you roll?
I don't think any of us understand how money actually works.
Gotcha, rolled a 13.
Am I? I am okay.
Yeah, we can hear you. We
Yeah,
just
we can
don't know
hear
how to
you.
respond. I'm waiting for
Oh,
no, I don't mean like that. I'm sorry. I mean Chalkfee kept it felt like Chalkfee was speaking over you when you were trying to say the results.
I got a 13. I should have rolled physical dice. I forgot I had them for a hot second.
You can't really see much other than a hand is sticking out of the like it's hard to see from the angle with the rocking of the waves, but there is an arm hanging over the side that has several bites out of it.
All right. Well, Katya's sus. Let's roll an Arcana check to see if like
It'd be
if
too
it's
far.
like a trick spell, she can at least
You'd have
detect that.
you'd have to get closer to.
Oh, okay. It's too far.
I'll steer the ship to get closer to the dinghy.
Well, does Katya call out that there is a dinghy?
Hold on. Let me see what else I can do. Like,
Well, considering the fact that we have, you know, earrings of message.
Yeah. How far
Yeah.
away is the dinghy anyway?
About 500 feet or so.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty far. Okay. She's gonna tap the earpiece. Captain, there's a dinghy out there there's a limp arm hanging over the side that looks beaten. Someone attacked maybe, but is odd time of day. Could be trap.
All right, I'll steer the ship around, see if we can get closer.
Not too close.
All right. As you get closer, it becomes much more visible what is in the dinghy. It is a corpse that is bloated and covered in tattered clothing, with a satchel by its side. The clothing specifically, there is some kind of worn hat with a sort of cap brim, but a more poofy like head part. There seem to be cracked glasses on it, and a very scraggly beard uh, on the corpse. It is missing its left shoe.
I would like to state that you mentioning that it has a cap brim and a poofy top. I'm just imagining Mario's hat.
I mean, kind of.
All right. We've gotten a little bit closer to it, could I perhaps take out my spyglass?
Of course.
Incredible. $22. Wait, would this be perception or investigation?
If you're just looking from the ship, it would be perception.
All right,
Uh,
22 then.
as far as you can tell, without getting closer, it looks like this corpse has been dead for a while. Seeing the sloshing water on the inside, it seems like best guess this person was maybe adrift at sea for longer than he could have handled.
Mm. All right, all right. Do we want to investigate it? I kind of do.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Well, if we can get about 30 feet away, maybe in the, I assume the ship has a rowboat attached.
Yeah, it's got two
We do.
dinghies.
And yeah, if we can get at least 30 feet away from the rowboat, I can use Mage Hand to poke him around.
Yeah, okay. I'll get the ship probably somewhere around 100, 200 feet away, and and drop the anchor.
Okay. You managed to get a reasonable, respectable distance, and yeah. So, what are y'all doing?
Yeah. So once we're within 30 feet, Katya casts Mage Hand, and the first.
Oh, we'll be hopping into rowboats.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Either
We need to
two
do
of them or just one of them, depending on who all wants to go check it out.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, best
Alright.
buddy, come on.
How many people do the rowboats you actually see? Is it just like two people?
Two medium. So,
All right.
but
Well, so I
well,
think we could do like
but-
3 in a boat.
yeah, because Levere is small, y'all can. It'll be a bit of a tight squeeze, but the three of you can fit. Levere basically has to stand effectively.
oh, don't worry. I'm
Katya's
standing.
only-
I'm
doesn't
standing on the
Katya
nose
count
of
as
the.
small? She's only 4 feet tall.
Size
Small is
category.
Small is like
3 feet.
Yeah.
3.
Oh, okay.
Medium
I wanted her
medium
to be in
starts
the
at
three.
4.
Yeah, there's a reason why.
Medium
Okay.
starts at 4 feet.
Yeah.
That's why dwarves are still medium.
Yeah.
I would like to say, however, that they don't have to worry
No,
about
no,
Lavir
wait.
sitting on any of it.
Wait.
Uh,
Katya looks at Razor and says, "Come sit in Granny's lap so Lavir can sit."
I'm standing on like the note. I'm standing on the
Jack
bow. I'm
Sparrowing it.
posing. I'm posing. I have one of my rapiers out, pointing.
Oh, you're crossing the Delaware. You're George
Yeah.
Washingtoning it.
Yeah, I'm washing it. He didn't have a sword extended though.
Did he not?
He also didn't have wooden teeth.
And he also
They were people.
He also didn't chop down
Other
that
people.
cherry tree.
The teeth were made of a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't he have
They
a
were
set?
also incredibly uncomfortable.
Didn't he have a set of teeth that were made from slave teeth?
That's what I was trying to imply.
Yeah.
I think it was a combination of like slave teeth, horse teeth, probably some wood,
I think
Ivory,
from what I heard, it was
lead.
ivory.
from what I heard, it was he had a set made out of slave teeth, and he had a set made out of deer teeth.
Oy.
However, because these were teeth pulled out of a bunch of different random heads, they didn't sit very well in his mouth. He didn't like having his mouth open, and that's why all the portraits you ever see of him, have him with a very neutral, closed mouth expression
Yeah. Anywho,
because he was very self-conscious of his dentures.
valid. So you poke the corpse with your mage hand, and it doesn't really react.
Okay, on to the satchel.
Are you getting actually closer?
Well, I figure Koch is probably going to see if the mage hand can pick it up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Unless
When
it's more than 5
feet,
pounds.
Is it 5 pounds or 10 pounds that mage hand can handle?
Hold on, let me read it. 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 max.
You can lift the satchel, however, it is pushing the limit of what you can carry.
Okay, well, she's just gonna, like, command it to, like, set it down on a clear spot. I assume there's, like, a spot where the body isn't touching.
Yeah,
Yeah, so she's gonna set it down there and then start going through what's inside it. And then have Lavir look as the hand is pulling out with his spyglass.
All right. Go ahead and roll investigation. Either one of you, either each of you roll once, or one of you rolls with advantage.
Investigation.
Yes.
I guess.
All right.
I would like one roll each.
Who has the best? Who has the best intelligence modifier? Because it's
I
not
have a
me.
+2.
Katya has a
Gotcha.
+3.
You want advantage?
Yeah, I guess I'll take the advantage.
All right.
Yeah.
As y'all are rooting around the satchel with Mage Hand,
I wrote an 11 and a 12, and
Oh.
then +5, 12 plus 5.
17.
Yes, thank you.
17 total.
Yes.
All right. The satchel seems to be full of a lot of books, paper, some writing tools, quill, inkwell. That is, many of the papers are water damaged. However, one of the journals, y'all do or at least Lavir recognizes. Actually, you would also. Most of you would probably recognize there is a symbol um, that is on that matches a symbol on a very noteworthy library, the symbol of the Institute.
That's who we're like fighting, right?
No, that's Strauss's order.
I forgot who Tross is.
Cross is the
Dr. Albert Tross.
yeah.
Our
Oh, the doctor guy we were helping last time.
No.
no, that's Todd.
Oh.
No, Corvus's uncle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the elf.
The elf.
The elf that almost got burned to death
Ouchie.
in the Institute dorms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if um so she's gonna have the mage hand bring the journal over, and is there like any coins, anything of value?
Hard to tell from this far away.
Okay. Well, she our is there maybe like at least one or two of his like research papers that is maybe at least like a little bit legible? Like,
You're either gonna have to bring everything over one by one or go up there to find out.
okay.
I say we get closer.
Yeah, let's just get closer.
I'm
Okay.
curious about the
Let's move in,
value.
Captain. I think the journal has the insignia of the Institute. Might be something important.
All right. Onward.
All right.
And I point with my sword.
As you as
Passive
you
passive
get
already.
closer, you can see that the corpse is not moving beyond what would be expected in the rocking of the boat. It's there's
Not a zombie.
yeah, no, not a zombie. It's just it is a person who died adrift in sea, as far as you can tell. But grabbing the satchel and looking through, a significant amount of the stuff is water damaged. Go ahead and now that you're actually looking through it, I guess make a straight up intelligence check to see if you can decipher any, or if you can not decipher, extrapolate any information from what is been
15 plus 3, so 18.
all right. So a lot of it is very difficult, whether encrypted with a personal key that is beyond you, or just missing context from the water damage, destroying a decent chunk. You do manage to get something. Apparently, he was trying to look into something. All you can find is the phrase, "The lightning splits the sea." And a partial diagram of a building, but it's too hard to find out what all what he was specifically trying to do.
Could I take a look over the diagram of the building?
Okay.
Does it look familiar to me at all? Does it look like anything I've seen in one of various visions?
No.
Katya
However,
copies the thing down in her journal, by the way.
however, you do see something that does catch your eye. It is just 2 letters that only you recognize. It is a NT is on the building written on it. The rest of what was drawn has been washed away, but those are the only ones that are clear enough. Written in precursor.
Levere's gonna be like he's gonna like just like take the journal, like hold it real close to his eyes and go, "That's precursor." NT. Hmm. I'll have to take a note of this.
So there were books.
Mhm.
I want to see the books.
The books have taken water damage, but go ahead and roll an intelligence to try and find anything salvageable.
Uh, just intelligence check. That's a 15.
15. The only the only parts that are not damaged enough that you can actually recognize are a few maps of a few sea charts, but not enough to actually. There's not necessarily a pattern to where, yeah, any identifying position. Or no, what's the way to word it? He was looking for something in the sea. However, there's not any landmarks that you can properly identify where it was that he was investigating.
Hmm.
I these are sea charts or something, but I can't really understand them.
Well, it does make sense that the Institute would start looking into the precursor technology more. What with in the last year, just all of a sudden, there's like 3 or 4 different giant walking buildings in the ocean. And we have to find some way to protect ourselves from the fucking lava that spider spews out. All right, I think this might be as much as we can get out of this.
We should definitely take the journal with us.
Absolutely, Livia's going to be putting it into his bag.
All right. So you
I want Katya wants to search the body for money.
all right, go ahead
Yeah.
and roll investigation.
Since we're
Alrighty.
heading to Fitio, I can get this to the Institute and see if they can decipher anything, or at the very least, let us know who this poor bastard was.
$19.
Okay. As you're searching him, you do find about 30 platinum, as well as a small box that was under the corpse, on the floor
Ooh.
of the dinghy. The box itself it's locked, but without any keyhole, and has a depiction of some sort of castle with a tower that rises beyond where the box shows.
Hmm. Let's give it a good old dispel magic.
All right, go ahead and roll to dispel. It is a d20 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Which one is my modifier?
Uh, should say on your spell. It should say at the top of your spell tab.
Who's the one with the
Oh, I
box?
see it. Okay.
Katya is the one who found the box.
Oh, your modifier is probably charisma.
No, it's a +4. $19.
As you focus on the box, trying to pick apart the flow of magic, keeping it closed, the magic seems to reject your attempts. 19 was not high enough.
Okay. Damn.
It is
All right. Well,
a
still worth
very
taking with us
powerful magic that
and yeah,
has it
trying to get it
closed.
unlocked. So, still taking it with. So Katya is like turns to everyone. So he had this weird box on him. I tried to open it, but his magic seal, I didn't quite dispel it. It's a little bit stronger than what I can do. Is worth checking out. Also, he had some platinum, and she divides the platinum amongst the three of them.
Alright.
Epic. 10
Cool.
plat.
Yeah.
Okay, so your
Delicious.
dispel magic didn't work?
Nope. You wanna give it a shot?
I could give it a shot. I don't think we're gonna be doing anything too big today. I'll try a 4th level dispel magic.
All right, go ahead and roll to dispel magic.
Okay. Let's see. So, remind me what it is. Is it an
Uh,
intelligence check?
It is
Essentially,
a d20 plus your spellcasting modifier.
spellcasting
And then
modifier.
whatever the upcast says.
Okay. +5 modifier, and it's
Yeah,
we're doing this at 4th level.
yeah. The DC
So,
is 10 plus the spell level that was cast on the
okay. Okay. 21,
as you
I think.
cast, by all means, this is one of the more powerful attempts at undoing magic, and yet the box still resists you. It was not high enough.
Oh, this thing's a fighter.
Hmm. Well, maybe it's a puzzle. Maybe it's a puzzle box.
I don't know, maybe. Usually, like, that would be good enough. The way it seemed Katya was doing it should have been strong enough too, but
I'd like to give the box a look over and see if there is any form of mechanics in it.
All right, go ahead and roll investigation.
All right.
I
Let's
guess it'd
go.
be
+0. 5. Awesome.
It is a box. It
I
has.
want to use. I have 3 of these, so I'm gonna use a lucky to redo that, and at least do a little better.
Watch it be worse.
It's a little better.
As far as you can tell, it is a box. It has a lock and no keyhole.
I'm gonna cast
It
detect
does
magic.
look familiar, though.
Hmm.
I did cast detect magic.
As
What am I getting from this?
the magic that seals it is divine magic. Not divination, divine.
Hmm.
Holy magic.
Mm-hmm.
That
Hmm.
that
You
is
you said
very
it looks.
interesting.
Could I roll history to try and remember? This
Mm-hmm.
is also going to be done at a +0, so it could be funny. If I roll under a 10, I am going to be using another lucky. 13.
13? Uh, you
Well, I would like to do another roll with another lucky point because it does let me choose which outcome I'd like.
all right?
Let's go with the 13.
All right. You're pretty sure you saw a similar box recently in the waters around Fitio at some point recently. Maybe Shex had it. Maybe someone you saw after Shex. It was definitely within the last few months
Hmm.
that you saw something like it.
So definitely after Modelo or
Yes.
Medulla.
Yes. Definitely after Majula. Specifically, I believe out of character, the last time you did see it was shortly after the last time you saw Shex.
Hmm.
Hey guys,
I. Oh
what
yeah.
did you
What?
find?
Uh,
Mhm.
Corpse. He had a box on him and some like books.
How fresh is the corpse?
Incredibly not fresh. Not recommended.
Yeah, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks old.
Fermented, maybe?
He's bloated.
Oh,
We're just looking at the box again.
can I see the things?
I'm gonna
Do you have a
try dispel magic
spyglass?
one more time.
No.
Since I have the detect magic on it, is that gonna help me any? Since I now know what kind of magic it is.
No, unfortunately.
No, but
I
you
thought
could get lucky.
it'd be worth asking, but
Yeah.
all right, I'll try one more time.
I'll tell
All
Sushi
right.
over the intercom that, if she wants to swim over here, she can surely try.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm jumping in
Modifier.
the water.
Okay. You're gonna swim the. You said you parked the ship around 300 feet away?
1 to 200 feet.
Okay. I'll say it's like 150 with how the boat's been drifting.
Yeah, I was thinking like 150, and depending on the waves, it could be 100, could be 200. Doesn't
Okay, so
Sushi have a thing that lets her walk on water?
no, I have water breathing.
Oh, that's right.
Alright, what'd you get?
Okay. Okay, I got a 19 on the die. And you said it's the spellcasting modifier,
Correct.
and it's a +5. So that is a 24.
24.
You try once more, and it does not give. Once more, it rejects you.
Huh. This is making me curious.
So I guess I show up in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, as you're trying hard to open this box, you see Sushi jump out of the water like a dolphin and land on the dinghy.
I feel like more like a
Oh,
otter.
I would like to try something.
yeah.
Levir's just gonna kind of like hold out his arm and touch the box with his bracer.
As you bring your bracer close to the box, you hear and you touch it, and you hear the ding of the metal bracer hitting the wood of the box. Nothing happens.
Oh well, worth a shot.
So what's the box?
No idea. It's got a
I
castle on it.
don't know.
I think we saw this in Check's ship.
Can I see if I remember it?
All right, go ahead and roll history.
Cool. I can finally use my history. It's a 15.
That's
Uh,
better than Levir's.
I have a +5 in history, and I've gotten to use it exactly twice in this entire campaign.
Roll more
uh,
history checks.
you
On
remember?
what?
Remember things.
You do remember that it wasn't on Shex's ship. It was a couple weeks after y'all saw Shex. You vaguely remember something about alpacas?
Alpacas? Aren't those just fuzzier llamas?
Can I have Levir snap because I remembered?
Of course.
All right, Levir's gonna snap his fingers and go, "Fuck, that's right. The island with the three women."
Oh. I was just thinking about the tunnel with the dragon,
It was right
or
before the
whatever it
tunnel with the
was.
dragon.
Yeah. I don't remember anything of what they said. Mm,
Luckily, I take notes, so
yummy, yummy jerky.
And those notes are how I remember which one to use.
uh,
Maybe it was right after the.
all right, okay, here we go. An acre of land with a cottage and some alpacas. On the cottage's porch, there are two figures. Getting to the island, the crew finds that it's like an eternal springtime. The figures are three dark-skinned women of various ages. They're using the alpaca wool to. They are using the alpaca wool to make a tapestry. The older one places two boxes on the table in front of them. One with a castle and a cavern, and one is a tower in the clouds. The crew picks the tower box. It is locked with no keyhole. It will open in time. The youngest offers to help us get our dinghy to the ship. She helps us push off. There's going to be a choice. It will be difficult. We hope you make the right choice. We will see you again on the day of the bleeding sun. So this is the box that we picked, right?
No.
Well, it's
It's got
mm,
the tower. Okay, castle and a cavern then. So
Yes.
now we have both boxes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The castle in the cavern had one of the details you didn't note down is the castle in the cavern had one tower that was rising up, so that when you put the two boxes together, it's one picture.
Hmm.
That's what was missed in the notes.
All right, let's get back to the ship. I wanna touch the boxes together and see if that does it.
Let's do it. Cat just starts rowing back.
I don't entirely remember where I placed the other box, but it's probably underneath Lavir's bed, like everything else.
I think so. As you put the boxes together and make the complete picture, nothing happens. It looks pretty, though.
Yeah, they're locked without a key.
Locked without a key, and we have to be patient and wait for them to open on their own. I'll keep these in my quarters.
You keep everything in your quarters.
I'm the captain. Of course I keep
Tie
everything
them
in
together
my
so they don't
quarters.
get separated.
Why don't
Yeah,
you
yeah,
keep
no.
everything in your nickels?
What, this a con?
What's a nickel?
It's a metal.
Yeah.
You make it to make bronze? Brass?
Oh, I have
Brass
to
is
be
tin.
careful with
Brass is
nickel.
tin? Is it
Yeah, brass.
Udon puts his hand to his chin in thought. What is what's the alloy nickel is used in?
Nickel?
Never remember if it's
Nickel
brass or
can be in
bronze.
like steel too.
I don't think nickel's used in either of them.
Oh. Well, fuck me, I guess.
I think it can be used in some steel and stuff, but I know I have to be careful because I have an
Didn't you
allergy to
have a
nickel.
vow of celibacy?
Yeah, what's your point?
I mean,
Ah,
I guess they might put nickel in bronze sometimes, but it's not like the main additive for the that's tin.
I thought tin was brass.
No, brass is zinc, and I say,
Oh,
tapping my like fist to chest.
yeah.
apparently, out of character, apparently nickel is often alloyed with aluminum, which is weird.
God, those wires weren't even copper.
They weren't even copper.
Uh,
They were just copper coated.
they were copper coated aluminum.
Like
You
nickel
do worse
is
than
used
aluminum.
in a lot of alloys, but like they don't have like a special name. It's just nickel titanium alloy, nickel chromium cobalt alloy.
I think nickel is usually just added to increase hardness.
Probably. I'm gonna be honest, I was definitely thinking of zinc.
Permalloy.
Mhm.
That's a cool name,
Alright,
at
well,
least. Permalloy. Nickel
alright.
iron. Permalloy.
Anything else y'all want to do this week? Interactions, identifying, sending, or using magic to contact and update.
Well, Tross is currently in hiding.
I mean,
No,
I
I
can
have
always
some money if you'd like to buy some supplies.
I can use sending and to talk to him. And I don't have it prepared right now, but I could do it like tomorrow or something.
Well, this is for a whole. This is for a whole week. So
Yeah. It
Yeah.
would just need to be like the next day and
That's
whatever week that is.
yeah, no, that's fine.
as a
Okay.
nice little reminder for everyone, we did get 3 months worth of rations that we need to go through before they go bad.
Also a plethora of magic items.
Katya wants to like get healing potions and magic stuff. Like she's really squishy. She wants to be less squishy.
Yeah. That'll probably happen once you're back in port, which you have one more sea chart roll. I'm just making sure y'all don't want to. I'm just seeing if y'all wanted to do anything else before it's
All
time
right.
for the next roll.
Oh, never mind. I did have it prepared. Razor would like to cook some with Katya as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ye-
But yeah, I could send a message to Tross. What do you want me to say to him?
I guess let him know that we found a dead Institute member who has a journal that has precursor on a building, like a drawing of a building. 2 water damage to make out much.
Okay. Let me use this spell.
All right, you got
Hi, it's
25 words.
Razor. We found an institute guy dead, and he had a journal with precursor. Can't read it. Too much water damage.
You have 2 more words.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
uh, the Institute's been sending people to investigate as more precursor technology has been awoken. It seems like it's becoming more frequent to find them. And that's the end of his response.
Okay.
Ran out of words.
He ran out of words. Probably still talking and doesn't realize the line's
I was
gone
gonna use
dead.
sending again. Okay, I'm sending this so that you can relay more words. Do 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 do. I haven't been counting. Do 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 do. Until it's done.
Doobie doobie doo doobie dee.
Especially with the fish that has appeared recently. Wait, what was that? Oh, well, I'm keeping an eye on it as well. So I don't think
Ah, trust, come on. One more. Trust, clear and concise. You have 25 words, please. Say only what you need to.
that sniveling
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
bastard talking about what he's found. Wait, 25 words. Does that count this? Okay. Well, I'm to keep an ear.
Alright. Yes, it includes whatever you're saying when I send it. Also, we need to make a new notebook so that I don't have to keep doing this.
Nah, I don't think we're going to be getting another notebook.
Oh, we're gonna die.
Uh,
Can we just conclude that
without.
this goes nowhere?
Rachel will
At
relay
least
any
that's what Maggie
information that
says.
she has gotten.
She's always been the one who talks. I'm not exactly the best at numbers. So I'm sorry if this doesn't.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
uh,
We'll try again. Another time. We'll see him soon. Sometime, I think. Maybe.
Oh well.
After about like 20 minutes, you hear after about 20 minutes, Levere, you hear Maggie's voice say, "Sorry about Al. He's a bit carried away when he gets talking. He thanks you for the information, um, and apologizes to your friend. Um, good luck."
Okay, let's see. That's out of character.
Oh.
I used 4 spell slots on that.
All right, so
I
here's
love sending
my message.
shenanigans.
My return message is, thank you, Maggie. Corvus has been doing well. I have taught her how to sneak and stab good. I'm sure Tross will be very proud.
All right. Oh. So with that bit of texting or calling shenanigans done, Rachel and Katya continue making a veritable feast with the rations that y'all have. What do y'all make?
Yes, we have 6 months worth of rations that are going to go bad in 3. So we're going to be eating good for a while.
Depending on what we have, probably like really heavy but hearty and yummy meals. And then whatever sweets we can scrounge up, try and turn into like, I don't know, any kind of pastries or.
Katya can bake. Katya can turn make a fruit pie and stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious. So as
Oh, I
you
should go pick up my cookies.
eat each meal with enough to uh, uh as you eat 2 days worth of food each day, and uh I assume enjoy the abundance y'all have obtained. Go
If
ahead and
anyone does not wish to enjoy their abundance, Levere will be enjoying their abundance.
okay. So the go ahead and roll for the final C chart event, or the final C event, before you
All
make it
right, who
to
wants
Fitio.
to?
I'd like to roll.
All right.
Sure, roll 1d100.
I realized I have one more spell that I don't have, so at some point I need to get that. Yes. Yes. Yay.
What was it?
What'd you
Nice.
roll?
98.
Oh,
98.
I was hoping for a
epic and
99, to be honest, because it would be
cool.
funny. 98, yeah.
I think Silver has them in chunks of 2.
No.
Oh, you got 100 individuals?
Yeah.
Some of them are multiples, but they're like on, those ones are on like
Yeah, like there's
series.
multiple Shexes, there's multiple
No,
there's
yeah. I was thinking like a 1 and a 2 are the same roll,
Oh
but a 3
no.
and a 4 are different from a 1 and a 2.
Oh no.
Basically D50.
The difference between a 1 and a 2
Mm.
is
No,
one.
I mean like basically a D50 instead of a D100.
Yeah, no. The thing is, you said 98?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So, as you y'all have already rolled a 98, so I'm doing it the next one over.
You bump us to a 99.
I believe because 98 was. I mean, I could. It would be interesting. We could do 98 again.
What was 98?
Very topical, all things considered.
Oh god, are we going back to the 3 women?
That's what 98 was. We can either do that, or we can do, or we can do, what's 97?
Let's go for 97. I don't know what we would do on the island other than, like, see that it's there, wave at them, and probably leave.
More prophecy. Yee.
I mean, we could probably find out that they're aware that we now have both boxes.
I mean, I will leave the choice up to y'all if y'all want to discuss as,
I'm cool taking the 97. Because coming across the fates again just seems like tempting fate a little bit.
99's fine. No, whatever works for the team.
I'm open.
uh, all right.
Yarger.
So, y'all are choosing 97?
Sure.
Okay. As y'all are sailing across the sea, the wind starts to pick up. In the distance, you can see a cyclone is moving in the same general direction as y'all, pushing the boat more. Go ahead and either of the people with spy glasses, go ahead and roll perception with advantage.
Alrighty.
Huh.
Epic, 24.
Awesome.
I rolled a 24 and a 17. Well, I rolled two 17 because of reliable talent.
Yeah. All right, and what'd you get, Katya?
Well, I rolled a 24 and a 17. But yeah.
Katya?
What?
Okay?
What'd you roll?
Yes. Oh, I
Perception with advantage.
Okay. Sorry, I missed
Because
it.
you have a
I was
spyglass.
eating.
Yum.
Wait, what category is it? I'm sorry.
Wisdom, I believe.
It's perception
Yeah,
with
perception.
advantage.
$19.
All right. As the cyclone is heading in the same general direction, both of you can spot that in the center, effectively running inside it, there is a humanoid figure with smaller cyclones around its ankles and wrists, effectively running in the air really fast and heading towards y'all. Well, not towards y'all, but in the same direction as y'all. Does not appear hostile.
I'll be sure to alter our course so that we are not in its direct path.
I will have made sure to use water walk on us,
All right.
as I do every so often.
All right.
Better safe than sorry.
Just die in case we go overboard.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything before it passes y'all?
What
Use the
precisely is
board on
it?
myself too.
Veer will communicate that it looks like inside the cyclone is some kind of guy with more cyclones as like sweatbands. He's fucking booking it.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna fight it.
All right. How do you open?
Looking at the figure inside the cyclone, could I get a guesstimate on perhaps how tall they are?
Yeah, with that perception, you'd see that they're around 7.5 feet, 7 to 7.5. As they get closer, you can see that they do have a sort of pale blue skin and and gray hair.
All right, I guess I'm gonna fight God.
All right, how Eldritch Blast?
Dirty 20 Eldritch Blast.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, do I have to roll to hit for
Actually, wait,
each
hold
one?
on. I need to roll a thing real quick. Need to roll a d4.
Right, 2 more rolls.
Okay. As you hit it,
As
as you
as she
try,
throws it out,
yeah,
Levere is face bombing.
as you try to hit it, you actually end up getting its one of its trails as it passes by, and it sort of has that sort of speedster kind of look where it looks like there's multiple at once. Oh, and you're
Well, I did better on my other 2 to hit rolls, so if that'll help, I can say them. But
well. You managed to hit the other two after images. That's what they're called. You managed to hit the other two after images with those, completely depleting it.
alright.
um, but the but once you do, an Eldritch Blast streaks right by. I mean, slows down. Stop is like, whoa, whoa, whoa! Can't the guy just run?
What are you?
Uh, Wind elemental. Doing my morning
Why?
jog
Why?
to stay fit. You know, gotta keep fit. He does a little run in place
Why?
because I want to stay healthy.
I'm going to lift up
What?
Sushi.
All right.
Why do you want to be
I'm
healthy?
lifting Sushi up. I'm putting her downstairs.
Sushi's just gonna keep saying why every time until she gets dragged out of sight.
God, I can't believe I rolled for
Uh,
every after image and not the real one.
sorry. Just you do what you do, but please don't hit our ship.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize I was so close. I guess I might have spooked y'all. Uh, y'all want help?
Help with what?
Uh,
You know,
Oh, Corvus, you are so quiet.
we're trying to get to. Where are we trying to get to again?
Fitio.
oh,
Fitio?
Fitio. Yeah, no, I know that place. It's in that direction. I can give you a push if y'all
Oh, thank you.
but
Levere physically reacts to Fitio.
y'all got any
Fitio.
y'all got any food?
Yes, we do. We have
Okay.
food.
I can fix you a snack
Oh, that would be
or
great.
a meal.
He walks down like he's on invisible stairs before landing or before stopping just an inch above the deck. Says, "Yeah, no, I carb a load after or before each morning run, but you can never stop or it never hurts to stop for a snack.
Yeah, what you in the mood for?
High carbs. I gotta have that energy to
All right, I'll make you some pierogi. There is fried dough with meat inside. High carb,
perfect.
high protein.
Perfect.
Very tasty.
That is a perfect healthy snack for so y'all what does y'all's exercise routine look like? Y'all staying fit and all that?
Uh,
I like to do
General
acrobatics.
adventure.
I like to climb and jump and roll around
Oh, gymnast.
and
Nice,
run.
nice. I'd probably do that myself, but I'm not that limber. I'm more of just you know, go in a direction and
We're
go.
just gonna do like a walking handstand. Just walk on our hands.
Go ahead and roll performance.
Oh shoot, that's performance. Okay. Let's see how I
I mean,
do.
you're performing.
Oh, Katya casts enhanced.
Or
I mean, I guess
or
she's
or
she's trying to
athletics.
show off.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let me see, because it's being slow to load.
Okay, well,
Performance.
Katya's giving Raisha inspiration.
How much is that again? Is that a D10 at this point?
Uh, let me check. I forgot where it is on my sheet.
Would it be acrobatics for Levere to do complicated yoga?
Yeah.
How complicated could your logo?
Your logo.
Yeah.
It might be under
I don't
features
know,
and
like sitting
traits,
on your own head.
Katya.
Okay.
Are you gonna do yoga with your possum?
Possums don't do yoga. Don't be silly.
Ah. Sushi will balance on whatever pose Levere does.
Yeah.
All right, let's roll.
So, just wants to jump.
Let's roll
Yeah,
acrobatics.
it's a D10.
See
Okay.
how Levere can sit on his own head. As a reminder, anything less than rolling a 1 is going to roll as a 23.
25.
All right, that's a 23 for
All right.
Levere to sit on his
And
own
that's
head.
super awesome because I only have a +1 to performance.
Nice. All right. As you do a handstand,
Walking handstand.
as you do a walking handstand, and Levere does a head yoga, you said.
Yeah, let me find an image that can show it off.
The
Very contortionist.
the air elemental clap says, "Impressive, impressive." Y'all y'all are pretty neat. Name's Hadley, by the way. Nice to meet you.
I'm Raja.
Nice to meet you. And he tries to shake your hand, but realizes
Raja's gonna do like a backflip and then like pop up and shake his hand enthusiastically.
Yeah, he shakes it.
What did you say his name was?
Hadley, Hadley. Oh wow, that is impressive.
Levere does it with ease.
Yes. You folks are pretty nice. I mean, well, except for the one that tried to
Yeah,
Sure.
she's usually not very nice, but she's okay.
Yeah. I mean,
What do you mean I'm not nice?
I mean,
I'm nice.
I guess I was a little too close. I am sorry for startling you small folk.
That's fine.
Um,
Everything turned out all right in the end.
yeah. Yeah, if you ever need a push, you can and I'm around, then well, as long as you have some pretty good snacks,
We usually do.
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah, that's a good snacks.
Got all the wind
they
in
smell
this
I
I know
amazing.
it,
and I
and I fried
appreciate
dough
that.
with meat inside.
Ah.
What more could you want?
Got all
I'm
the
sorry.
wind. This one trapped.
Tuffy.
Katya's making him fried dough with meat inside. What more could a person want?
It smells delicious. Eventually the food is ready.
Hooray.
So these look like they're from Elm. Or these look like they're Elm recipes. Katya?
What?
He's mentioning that the recipes look like they're from Aelm, which I believe is where you're from.
Yes.
Huh. Nice. I like to do a few laps around that on Wednesdays.
How far are we from Elm right now?
We are currently probably around 2 to 3 months sailing from Aelm.
Every Wednesday? How is it possible? It's just like at least 3 months sailing away.
I am very fast. I'm an air elemental. I'm fast as the winds.
Ah, I see. That makes more sense.
Yeah. The yeah. I'm practicing for the big race.
There's a big race?
Oh yeah.
Tell me about it.
Well, it starts on the northern side of Elm, then it goes all the way to the southwestern side of McCreer, and then we make a jog to Jareel and end it back in Elm.
What's the time limit?
Oh, no, it's whoever gets there first. The entire race takes I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 days of nonstop running.
Mm.
Between other air elementals or anybody else who wants to can go super fast?
I mean, if you're fast enough to keep up with an air elemental, you're welcome to try. But
Oh, I don't think I am. I was just asking questions for
Yeah.
curiosity.
I may be quick on my feet, but I don't think I can run on water.
oh, we don't
Well,
run on
not for
water.
longer duration. Spell can last.
Yeah, he eats the entire pierogi in like 2 bites. This is really good.
Oh yeah, they're like fist-sized, and she has made 20 of them. Or actually 40. 20 for him and 20 for the rest of us.
They're really good. So you said you were going to Fitio? I can get you. I can. I can take you maybe about 2 hours. I mean, any faster, and I don't want to damage your boat.
Yeah, that'd be really helpful.
All right.
Otherwise, we probably won't get there for another 3-4 days.
All right. Well. For safety, probably go inside. I don't want anyone falling off and, they wouldn't be found for. They'd be. No one would notice until we're a few miles away.
Okay.
Lavier's gonna give it a thumbs up, go upstairs, and head into his room.
All right. So, once everyone's hunkered down, he starts to can see through your various windows and the cargo grate. You can see he's doing a light jog in place as the wind whips around y'all as that cyclone starts back up surrounding the ship, and then he starts to run in the direction, and the ship just lurches as it begins to rapidly pick up speed. And you can
Woohoo!
just see the world flying by. Biddy, you know what you know the kind of visual.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can just see the world flying by. Every now and then you see, as you're looking at your windows and all that, occasionally you can see like a small sandbar just whip by. Occasionally, a merchant ship just zip, and it's gone out of view as you just go right on by. And after a few hours, anything y'all want to do in the few hours it'll take to get to Fitio?
I'm gonna try and make like a flower crown
All
and
right.
see if I can maybe enforce it a little bit or something like that so I can give it to Hadley.
All right.
Given past experiences with roller coasters, Lavir is trying his hardest to hold on to something and not throw up the pierogies he just ate.
uh,
The chiboreki.
yeah. Uh,
Rachel's just kind of like whenever like she's sitting on the floor. So
Catches
she's
on a
probably
bug.
moving around back and forth during this, but she doesn't seem bothered.
okay.
There's a
Catches chilling on top of a crate, munching on more pierogies.
Nice.
there are a number of Russian foods that can be described as
Meat
just
in
like
fried dough.
meat and fried dough.
Yup.
A chiborek is basically just a calzone-sized pierogi.
God, I would kill
Yeah.
for a calzone.
Pierogies can also be filled with sweets. With sweet
Yeah.
chiborek, not usually.
Oh, yeah, if Frasier knew that Lavir might get nauseous, she would have slipped him a little bit of ginger.
You could give him ginger after he wobbles out of his.
Yeah. You
Okay,
probably wouldn't know
that can
since
help with nausea.
the roller coaster was before Rachel joined the group.
Yeah.
But yeah. Eventually, the ship starts to eventually the ship starts to slow down to a much more manageable speed as the cyclone dies down. And you can see in the distance is the ports of Fitio.
Lavir's going to slam his door open and wobble out.
She's gonna walk up.
How's a 10 for a constitution save?
You throw up a little in your mouth, but not but the small kind where it like gets caught in the back of your throat. Unpleasant, but not
it
the
just
worst.
burns.
Yeah, it's like acid reflux.
Ugh. You don't look
He's just
good.
gonna be. He's just gonna be like on his knees, hands on the floor, just.
You okay? Sorry. Here's
Hadley
some
just
ginger.
rolls onto his
Chew on
back.
it a little bit. Chew on it, suck on it a little bit. It might help you feel better.
He just immediately mashes it into a pulp and swallows. Ah,
Hadley
need-
uses a rag
I
to
need-
wipe his the sweat from his brow and comes down and is like, "Oh, sorry, little guy. Was that a little too rough?"
I'm not good with these kinds of. I need a mint.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, I don't have one of those.
Well,
I
that
gave
was
him some
great.
ginger, so that should help him feel better.
Yeah,
I do have something for
Katya can
you.
hear through her earring. He's just like, Katya, look for some mint.
You got it, Captain.
That was great.
He makes him some mint ginger
Much
tea.
success.
Yeah.
Hadley.
Yeah?
I have something for you.
Oh?
We're just gonna pull out the reinforced flower crown for him. Here you go.
Ooh, this is so pretty. What kind of flowers are these?
There's a few different kinds. Like tulips and daisies and like roses. No thorns. No thorns. But they're very pretty.
He
And
puts
they're all like kind of like pale blue to like a pink or something.
yeah. He
Like white.
yeah. He puts it on his head and says, "Ah, it's a nice snug fit." I'll thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, if I'm ever in the area and you need a boost, just let me know and I'll definitely do it in exchange for some of more of those delicious pierogies.
I'll do. I have a spell called sending, so that means I could send you a message whenever, so long as I have the spell prepared.
Oh, nice. I'll
To Levere, a pierogi is like chibareki.
All right.
Well, technically Piroshki, because pierogies typically people think of the Polish style, which is different.
Yeah. Well, it was nice meeting you. He waves at all of you before he as he walks back up in the air and jogs a safe distance away before whipping up a personal cyclone once more and
Nice meeting you
continuing.
too. Waving back.
All right. And as y'all head towards the port of Fitio, I think we should do a bathroom break and reconvene
Thank
in
you. I
10
was about to
minutes.
ask.
Yeah.
I've been needing to go for a while.
I have to. We'll reconvene in 10 minutes.
Okay.
But for the viewers, it'll be instant. All right, bathroom break's done. So you all come to the port of y'all come to the port of Fitio, and dock. And I believe because you are affiliated with the Institute, there is a stipend that is dedicated towards docking.
We get to dock in Fitio for free.
Yeah, now that you are officially uh affiliated, since Tross uh you know,
He vouched for us.
yeah. So yeah. So you are in Fitio. What is y'all's plan of action?
Drugs.
Remind you, some of the notable places that y'all have been before are Brandy's Tavern, Havel's Shop,
Travel, travel.
the there's Lon Londo Trades, which is
Oh, I just had an incredibly funny image in my mind.
what's up?
Mondo Calrissian.
Just Levere fucking kicking in the door of Brandy's tavern, like, Brandy, you bitch, you'll never guess what we got up to this time.
You can absolutely do that.
Levere would.
Just straight up Candace, fuck, Mom,
Holy shit.
Mom, holy shit.
You can absolutely do that.
Mom, holy fuck.
Yeah, I will allow it if you wish to commit.
Need
Do it.
this redrawn as Levere. Yeah. Everybody else can do what they're up to. Levere needs to talk goss.
Alright, so what's everyone else doing then?
They're just going to Tavels.
Alright, can you speak up a bit? You're a bit quiet.
There, that should be better. We're just going to Tavels.
Alright, is anyone gonna
We
join?
can do Levere last if everyone's cool with that.
Is anyone gonna join Raisha?
Sushi's
Going
gonna
to
go
Havel.
to Grist.
Tasha will come with Raja.
Yay!
Alright.
What's Sushi up to?
Sushi will try to fight Corvus saphically.
Alright.
Alright.
Corvus won't reject this this proclamation for a duel.
Alright, so we'll do Tavels first. Alright.
Okay.
Alright. So, as you enter Tavel's shop, you can see that currently Vylir, the Air Genasi assistant of Tavel, is the one running the counter.
Hello.
Oh, hello there.
I have come back after a really fun adventure that was kind of weird.
Oh,
I owe Tavel some cool shit, so I have some stuff.
alright. I'll go bring him, and you can discuss the business. She goes through the curtain into the back of the shop. You hear a boom, and smoke starts to trail from behind the curtain. She comes out with Tavel, who is covered in soot, and has like his pinky cleaning out his ear, and says, "Well, we're gonna have to get that ringing noise to stop next time we try, but I think I'm making a lot of progress. Hi."
You might want to try covering your ears while you work. That might help.
What? Can you speak up?
Cover your ears when you're hammering the metal so you don't lose your hearing.
Oh, no, I wasn't crying. These aren't tears.
Katya shakes her head and shrugs.
Vylir
I tried.
Vylir grabs a potion of healing, and an eyedropper, and just puts a few drops into Tavel's ears. All right, the ringing stopped. How can I help you?
Okay, so I still owe you some cool stuff, right?
Yes.
And money? Okay. I don't know if I have enough cool stuff for you, but I have these. She gets out the 3 more salvageable items, the magical arcane focuses,
Impressive. Let me check.
and a small bottle of blood. They were using this to bring back a tree thing, and we fought it before it could fully. It was like absorbing blood and stuff and getting strong.
Ooh, like a
It was really
vampire?
neat. I don't know. It was from a cult, but
Yeah.
this was some of the blood being used.
He takes the bottle and uncorks it, gives a sniff, gives a kind of face, and pops in and says, "Well, I can certainly make use of this." All right. And these focuses, well, I'm sure I can the resale value would be not bad. All right. Anything else?
How much more do I still owe you then?
All this I'd say with what I can get about what I can do with this, I'd say 200 gold.
Okay, in that case, actually, let me do this. We're just gonna pull out the giant thing of components. Okay, you want 200 gold with the components, maybe? Or do you want maybe some gems?
Mm, it is always nice to bulk order components.
Ready?
I'll make you a deal.
Hmm.
Give me the components, and I will offer you a 25 discount plus a trade-in bonus for you and your crew. One of my newest experimental creations.
Mm. What do you think
Yeah.
about that? I think it sounds neat.
Mental creation.
Now, how many? There's 5 of you on your crew.
Um, I think so. And then Sushi's retainers. But yeah, there's just like 5 of us, I think. Wait, no? Yes, 5.
Perfect. So, scoops it all, brings it into the back,
That's
comes back out.
620 gold pieces worth of total components, by the way.
Mm-hmm. He goes into the back and then comes back out, places a simple wooden box, turns around, opens it. There are 5 earrings.
Ooh, sparkly. What do they do?
Well, you know how you had me, had me make some extra of those earrings that let you talk to each other across distances, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been doing some experimentation and adding on to that, and these earrings are slightly better. Double the distance, and
Ooh.
a listening range of 5 feet instead of just, the one person. So not only can you hear each other, but you'd be able to hear whoever they're talking to, provided they're within a listenable range.
Ooh. That's neat.
But as I said,
Very enticing. Very enticing.
as I said, with the components I can offer a discount plus a trade-in bonus if you and your crew give me your old rings, your old earrings, and the total for these will come out to be 400 gold.
Okay.
Not bad. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah, we'll just need to talk to the rest of the crew and get their earrings, and then we can bring it back and pay, okay?
Perfect. And there's
guys,
anything
I'm
else?
just gonna call everybody on the earring.
I think you'd be out of range because this is a
Okay,
big
no.
city.
Yep. Okay, well, we have an idea of where everybody else went, but let me see. I still need to get some more stuff. I need to get some more, what is it? What is it? Let me check. I still need 500 gold worth of oils, herbs, and incense.
All right. Would you like them in bulk, like a large amount of mid quality, or would you like a small amount of high quality?
I mean, so long as it's not like too much, because I need to be able to like have it on the ship, like take it to the ship easily. But what do you have?
Well, I can get you a crate of incense and oils. I just gotta talk to a few temples to order them in bulk. I tend to get a discount there, or I can go to some of the arcanists at the institute and order some of their materials, which are a bit more pricey but more compact. If room is an
The
issue.
only thing that's important is that it's 500 gold worth, but I think probably like the smaller amount of like higher grade stuff, just for the purposes of transportation.
All right, you said oil and incense.
Oil, herbs, and incense.
Oil, herbs, and incense.
Yep.
Okay.
The only thing that matters is the total gold piece worth for it. Because there's a spell I've learned that might come in handy, and it requires like 1,000 gold worth of like oils, herbs, and incense, and I have 500 gold worth of that right now.
Wonderful. I can procure the compact one, but I will require a 25% commission. Think of it like a finder's fee, effectively. And I can get that to you in tomorrow morning at the soonest.
Which institute would you be going to for it? Because I think we have ties to an institute here.
The location here. I have some friends in the institute who yeah, I supply the institute with certain materials, and they can supply me with certain things as well.
Hmm. Think about it. I'm trying to like not spend too much because I still need to do some stuff with some money.
No,
How much
I
would the
comprehend.
25% be if it's 500 gold worth?
Well, 25% of 500 would be
It's like
125 extra. So your total would be
ooh.
625 total if we go through that. But if you're confident that you can if you're confident that you can find the arcanists who would be able to get you that, and
Hmm.
then by all means, if you think you can procure it,
I'm not really sure. I'm just trying to think.
no, it's there's no rush, is there?
Oh, not really.
All right.
Let me think on it, but I will definitely come back here for more stuff. Also, I want to buy some pastry somewhere, and probably what else?
Potions. We got great potions. Potions of healing, greater healing. We have potions of poison, potions of fire breath.
Ooh, neat.
Potions of grape,
fun.
potions of cherry, potions of orange.
Do you have any items that don't require attunement but can do some cool stuff?
Hmm. Well, you said
Good old necklace of extra attunement slot.
you're on the ship.
Necklace of extra attunement slot that requires attunement.
Yes, that was an item I had in my first campaign. They got it in a bargain bin of useless magic items.
Amazing.
I
Hey,
love
one of
useless
those
magic
items turned out really good.
I do
I
have
love useless magic items.
something I do have something, but I mean, you said you were trying to save money, so
I mean, that's for
forget
that
I.
stuff, but like this is for cool stuff. So that's a different kind of budget.
Oh, well, how familiar are you with glue?
Glue.
Yeah.
I know there's different strengths of glue, and glue is sticky.
Well, he goes he goes to like a corner of the shop, pulls back a curtain, revealing a large safe, puts in a dial combination, then presses a few colored gemstones, and then puts his eye to a sort of crystal ball sort of apparatus on it, before clicking and opening the safe up. Inside, he pulls out a lockbox, and with a hand motion, uh, summons a key. Valier summons another key, and they both put it in, opening it. And then inside, there is a a pouch that is zipped shut with a padlock on it. Um, and he puts in the combination to that, opens it, and unzips the pouch, pulling out a small tube of a small tube that is currently closed, and places it on the counter. Now, this is a glue that will stick anything for effectively forever, unless you can, unless you have a way to, unless you have a solvent, which we do sell. So if you find yourself, maybe you accidentally stuck your hands together, then we can sell you the solvent. But this right here, this tube, 400 gold.
Okay.
That's a
I
little too much.
would.
And on something like that, Raisha, I think.
Huh? What?
Oh, I think that's a little too much.
Oh, that looks so neat.
Yeah.
If you knew just how
want-
potent it was, you would understand how much of a bargain it is.
Oh, no doubt. I just want my friend to spend her money responsibly, you know.
Oh,
And
okay.
I've got some potions to buy myself.
Well, if it's if you don't think she's a responsible individual, I can put this away. This is not the kind of thing to give to anyone who might want to mishandle it. And he takes it, puts it in the pouch, starts to
It's
slowly.
just hard not to impulse spend, you know?
Oh no, I completely
I love to
understand. This
think
is
on
not
that,
for people who are
but it did give me an
impulsive.
idea for something else. Do you sell? No, wait. No, never mind. I'm good. I think I know what. I thought of something fun we can do today, Katya. Something else.
Alright. I'm
I will
game.
come back for that glue. I will come back for that.
Just remember, we also sell the
And I'll come back for the
solvent.
earrings. Okay.
Before we go, I would like to buy 2 potions of greater healing.
All right, 2 potions of greater healing. That'll be 150 gold each.
Already? How do I
You click your
that into platinum? I guess I'm gonna give him a platinum and ask for change.
a platinum.
No.
A platinum is 10 gold.
Oh. Okay. I didn't. Really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I was more.
It's base 10.
No.
Oh, okay.
In some official manuals, it's base 100, not base 10, but Silver uses base 10.
Okay.
What official manual has it as base 100? Second edition?
Fourth and third.
I always thought it was like.
Second edition, it still used Old English forms of currency, so it was like base 4 and then base 12.
Ugh, sounds horrible.
I just always thought gold to plat was 100, but whatever. Okay, so.
Oh, you might be thinking of World of Warcraft.
I've never played World of Warcraft.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, the currency is base 10.
Okay.
Do you have enough, or do you need
Yeah,
me
no,
to
I
top
have
up?
enough. I'm just like sad I'm spending my money on practical things and not fun things, but
I can slap
alas.
ya. I was just gonna dig out a pouch.
No, Katya has enough. She hands over the 150 gold.
Katya, I have plans. Fun
Okay.
plans.
Yes, we'll go do them. I just wanted to get the potions before I
Okay.
forgot.
Yes.
Plans.
Yes. Yes. I almost forgot. I was given an idea for a great prank.
Ooh, yes, let's go and discuss.
Yep.
Yeah, so they walk out of the shop. I assume this prank
Yeah.
needs to stay between us.
I'll see y'all later.
Okay,
Thank you so much,
bye-bye. We'll be
Zoe.
back. We'll be back.
Oh, the dessert I ordered is here.
Yum. All right. So, let's go to, while y'all leave and go and discuss your plans, let's move over to Levere in Brandy's shop, or Brandy's tavern.
All right. Levere kicks down the door. Brandy, holy fuck!
Oh, howdy there, Levere.
You will not believe the shit I have been up to.
Well, take a seat. Tell me. You know I love that hot goss.
He walks up to the bar, sits down.
She starts pouring your regular drink.
All right. Get this. Finger to table. Another cult.
Again? Didn't you?
This is like the third or fourth we've taken down.
That's why they're popping up all over the place, aren't they?
Yeah, this one was kidnapping magic users and draining their blood.
I'm back.
Another one doing that? Didn't you say they encountered someone trying to kidnap a little girl or something a while back?
Yeah, that's. We took down like 2 members, and they were back somehow. But this time I'm pretty sure we killed them for good. We were in a tundra. It was cold as fuck.
Oh, did you pack warm or cold or what? I never understood what it means when you pack warm. Are you packing clothes that are warm, or are you packing in preparation for a warm environment? I never really
Not
understood
entirely
that.
certain. Olivier takes a swig. Right. So they were like feeding all the magic blood to a tree.
Okay.
They're like watering it with blood, like sorcerer blood.
All right.
So when we're there, it's a tundra. They have like a blizzard going, using the heart of a white dragon.
Where did they get a dragon heart?
It was in the tundras.
I know, but Typically, a dragon heart is in a dragon. Did you find
Yeah.
the rest of a dragon?
No, I think it was a bit further out. I did see a couple of the cultists fighting off some frost giants that probably weren't too happy with them taking their meal.
Oh. I wouldn't want to tango with them.
Yeah. So we took that thing down, got to the fight with the head of the cult with at the tree. We're at the tree.
All right.
There,
What
the tree has this one huge single fruit.
well, like an apple?
I think it was more shaped like a pear, maybe. Maybe some kind of weird berry. I don't know. But the important thing is that this tree had saplings all around it, like growths from its roots, and it had like other cultists like in them, sucking the blood out of them.
It? Wait, then what was the kidnapping? What were the people that were kidnapped? Did they end up joining the cult then?
Maybe some of them, but I think it was more just like the magic blood was ideal, but I think it would have accepted any blood.
All right. So this tree drinks blood.
Mm-hmm. So we fight like the head of the cult. He's there. There's a couple others. There's a mime,
A mime?
an evil mime.
I mean, that's a little redundant. You could have just said mime.
Well, it's usually clowns that are evil. I don't really hear much about mimes.
Well, yeah, nobody does. They'd be a bad mime if you heard them.
Snap finger gun.
She snaps them back.
But yeah, so you know me. I'm zippy. I get where I need to.
Oh, yeah.
One of our friends turns herself into a dinosaur, and I climb tail to tip, get up there, I climb on the fruit, and I start wailing on the thing because they want, obviously, like they're trying to do this thing. I don't want that to happen.
Understandable.
Fuck them.
If they got something they're working towards, just throw a wrench in those plans.
Exactly. So I'm wailing on the thing. The leader comes up as well. And
What, do you have a ladder or something?
no, he also climbed the dinosaur.
Oh.
No. He was flying.
Alright. He flies now?
He flies now.
He flies now. Alright.
Yep. So he flies up, to stop me. But unfortunately for him, he's already been beaten up a bit at this point. At this point, we've taken out most of the people out there. I think the mine might have still been up for. It was a druid that was still up for a bit. Druid was up for a bit, so it's me and the cult. It's me and the leader up on the fruit. I managed to get it to go plummeting down. It crushes him with it. It pops open. And it absorbs him and turns into this shambling mass in the vague shape of a person.
Ugh.
So we start dealing with that thing. After we deal enough to it, it turns into this big ball thing with holes in the outside and strands connecting to a core in the center. He's using his hands a lot. And we take that out, and then once we kill that thing, the tree itself starts to just immediately wither away.
So that thing was connected to the tree?
Yeah.
Like, more than just a physical?
Yeah, like on some metaphysical level, it was connected to the tree.
Alright.
So we take that thing out. It takes out that we rescued. Ah, shit! I guess she must be walking around somewhere. They had a dragonborn. They had a dragonborn tied up that we rescued. I think her name was Diella. She had a neat
Daniela.
neck. She had a cool necklace.
Yeah, I think I've heard someone with that name stop by here a few years back.
Yeah, she had a cool necklace. I think she was green.
What are you, colorblind?
No, she used the necklace to switch.
Oh.
Isn't she still on the ship with us?
I don't know.
I thought she went off in her own direction.
I mean,
Uh,
not until we hit land, unless she wanted to jump in the water.
as the DM, I did forget that y'all convinced her to join y'all instead of leaving her to the tundra.
But with the prospect of not climbing down a mountain.
Yeah, more importantly, the promise of warm food. But
Mhm.
she probably would mostly just like uh stayed below deck. I'll say that she just passed out for the last few weeks.
Fair enough. She
Yeah,
did a lot of fighting for someone who's been tied up and fed the minimal amount of food just to make blood for the past who knows how long.
yeah.
And she'll still be passed out when we leave dock, and then we'll forget about her for 4 more weeks, and then suddenly remember that she exists.
We'll say that the reason Corvus wasn't there was because she was nursing uh Diella back to health after after the adrenaline fades and she realizes that she can't really.
The adrenaline fades and she realizes, oh,
I am in great
everything
pain.
hurts.
Yeah,
Everything hurts, and my veins feel like ice.
and not in a good way. Uh, yeah.
And we can introduce to Ella to Della.
It
Yeah.
is kind of fucked that there's this NPC Diella, and then there's also Della the Dracon. There's Diella the Dragonborn and Della the Draconic Goose.
Amazing.
It's a
And
it's a very popular name for dragons.
Mhm. Even though it came from avians, and that's the joke because that's their bloodline. It's just an inside joke.
But yeah,
You're
um,
insights.
yeah, she's either walking around town or she's passed out in the ship. She after the fight, she just kind of flopped onto deck.
Well,
But yeah, that's another cult down.
well, hopefully that'll be the last one for a while.
God knows how many more there are. At the very least, I hope I don't have to be the one dealing with it.
I mean,
Surely there's other bands and adventurers that can take down these cults, right?
probably, but I don't know. They might be taking down other cults y'all haven't even encountered yet.
Hopefully.
I mean, yeah, I would hope.
The only cult I've had any sort of encounter with that was not immediately negative was I got some Moon's Tear cigarettes off some cult of the one winged dragon or whatever. Some kobolds like months back.
Oh, the kobolds.
Yeah, got it off them in Sillermastal.
Yeah. Ain't they the ones that tried to convince you to join them way back when? Back when your scales weren't so polished.
Yeah. It'd be
Yeah,
so weird.
I had to turn them down.
Yeah. Well, glad that you made it safe. Take as much time as you need to rest, alright? I'll give you the first
Oh,
nap for free.
believe me,
If you
I
don't
appreciate
want to.
that a lot.
Yeah,
Really.
I'd assume it's probably much warmer in here than it is on the ship.
Oh, goodness, yes.
Alright, well, I'll have the kitchen cook you up a nice meal for you and your crew. And I'll give y'all a 2 rooms for the night on the house. Alright. And then,
All right.
I will have to ask you to pay once, pay for every night after, obviously. So I still have
Oh yeah, no problem.
as much as I
Listen,
consider.
we may be friends, but I know you need to you have a business here.
Oh, absolutely. I can't just give every friend that comes in like infinite leeway.
Yeah. I mean, like, if it was just me, I could see it. I'm not very big. But like this is a crew of like 5 people.
Yeah, and and as much fun as you are, you're not my only friend.
Yeah.
Everyone who stops here regularly, I consider my friend.
Yes,
If you
but
started
I'm the
giving out
one with the funnest gossip.
the free stuff to all friends, that'd be a very bad business model.
You do have some pretty nice goss.
Well, you see, you get friendly with your customers. You give them some free stuff every now and then so that they come back and be like, "Awesome."
Yeah. Uh,
Tap finger to forehead.
Step
Yeah.
3, profit.
Finger to temple actually. But yeah.
all right. Well, what do you plan on doing
Anything
next
else?
then? After this break?
Next, goodness. Oh, I didn't even mention the Necromancer Island.
Necromancer? What? How could you forget? That sounds so fun.
It when you're dealing with cults.
Oh, it was also a
Uh,
cult?
no, but the cult kind of took priority in my mind because it was the more pressing matter. We dealt with the Necromancer Island. Yeah,
Bet it was fun killing
I
hordes of skeletons.
actually we didn't actually fight a lot of undead. It was mostly just like I think the guy was a lich.
And you didn't fight him?
We fought him like a little bit at the end, but like like despite the being a lich thing, he was probably one of the nicer necromancers.
I'll take your word for it.
He wasn't like enslaving people. He was just like he would raise people's like dead grandparents so that they could like have some kind of comfort in that, and like they had like 10 fields.
That honestly sounds
Farm
kind of
work.
fucked up.
It's a little fucked up, but farm work.
Eh. I'm not sure how comfortable I'd be if my family was zombies running the tavern. I mean, I guess it would be a gimmick. I don't know how much business that would draw though. I mean, I'd assume they're not ones for conversation, and that's the best part of running a tavern.
Yeah, it was normalized, so like everybody else there was used to it. We were put off by it, but they weren't attacking anyone, so
All right. Well, that's good to
he
know.
did. The lich did die though.
Like
Yeah,
that, Dad?
his little immortality thing. I forget what they call it.
Soul jar.
I know. In character, Dave. Yeah, the thing that they used to come back to life.
The soul
He
bottle.
was not using like a traditional one. He was using some kind of like younger clone of himself.
And
Like a feral little dark elf.
feral?
Well, he was kept in like a little dungeon and he was wearing rags.
Damn.
I don't even know if he knew how to talk. I figure what it was that once the current body like died, his like soul would probably go into the other one, and he just like take over from there.
Maybe. I don't really understand necromancy other than I know it's making undead.
Yeah, that's about how much I know about necromancy.
Yeah. Well,
There was that. What other sort of antics did we get up to in the time that I've been gone? Came across a burnt out village.
I mean, that's a tragedy, but people burn down villages a lot. So,
Oh no, I mean the like the dirt was hard.
like clay.
Like glass.
Oh, someone glassed a village.
Yeah, village got glassed by a bunch of druids.
Oh, is it another cult?
I don't think it's another cult. It was a local circle of druids. It's a village that was built on the outskirts of or carved its way into a forest of scorchwood, I think it's called.
Scorchwood. Oh, it sounds like a
Cinderwood,
fancy.
scorchwood, something like that.
Sounds fancy.
It's
Scorch.
it's wood that's like naturally imbued with like warm magics. Actually, a major trading partner with the Necromancy Islands because they would use the wood to make a very nutrient rich and warming mulch.
Oh man, I'd love to get a chair made out of those. Can you imagine a self-warming chair?
Oh, it'd be so good. Unfortunately, I think we'd have to deal with a circle of very, very angry druids before we can deal with that.
What if you bring them a cake?
Brandy, they glassed a village. I think we're past the point of cake.
Fair. I mean, yeah, fair. I honestly don't have any rebuttals to that. Oh
Yeah.
man, imagine imagine a pizza. Oh, what's that? Oh, you know the wooden thing you stick in the oven to get the pizza out.
It's called a paddle.
Yeah, imagine a pizza paddle made out of that. You just Put the pizza on and it bakes itself. Oh, that'd be so delicious.
I can imagine making like a little box out of the wood. Maybe if it's strong, I don't know if it'd be strong enough to act as an oven, but at the very least, it could keep your food warm.
Oh, that'd be great. Like making a cup that can, you know,
Yeah, it keeps your coffee warm.
yeah. Get a tube of it,
Very
put some
expensive
soup in it.
coffee. Ooh, soup.
Yeah, soup. Well, it sounds like you've had quite the outing.
I live a very fantastical life.
Seems like it's gotten a lot more fantastical in the last year.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's much more eventful.
He's gonna hold up his left hand. Like, ever since I got this thing, it has been a very wild ride.
Yeah. I mean, also you're no longer bound to the standard trade routes and the just escort missions and all that.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, technically, legally, I am pirate, but I'm not. It's not like I'm raiding ships or anything.
Yeah, you're just AWOL. You know.
I thought you were legally a privateer.
Legally, I'm a privateer. Legally, I've been considered dead for the past year.
Yeah. Well, about that, Lavere. Word has
Hmm?
gone. I don't know. Word has gotten out that you're not exactly dead. You know, they do know that you're not dead, and
Wide side eye. Just,
I mean, technically it was a private company that was under contracts that you were in contract to, so the it's not like the guards are gonna come in and arrest you, but they probably watch out for bounty hunters when you're sailing in these waters. You know, ones
I can
that
take a bounty hunter too.
ah, that's fair.
I've got a
Uh,
whole crew. I'm the captain. He like lifts the tip of his hat.
that's fair. Speaking
He's
of,
leaning back in his stool,
speaking of,
hands crossed behind his head.
you plan on seeing Davitt? He's become a captain too.
Oh, I know. I saw him on his like his first sail off as captain.
Yeah, he's
I haven't really heard from him since then.
well, he's back in town.
Ooh, is he?
Hmm. He arrived 2 days ago. Told me a story about how he was helping escort some merchant somewhere, and you know, people saw the ship and claims that he took them out with one bullet each.
Hmm.
You know, one shot, one kill is what he said.
Gonna chuckle to himself. Yeah, sure, sure.
Uh,
Do you know where he's currently staying?
oh, I'd assume, since he didn't get a room here, I assume he'd either be in the ship or be in one of the quarters provided by the company.
Hmm. I'll have to look around for him then.
Well, if he stops by, I can let him know you're here.
Alrighty. We're probably gonna be in town for a couple days to resupply and recoup.
Yeah, well, take as much time as you need.
Basically, we're gonna be here until the Institute stops paying for our docking fees.
Uh, well, best of luck on that. They have been reallocating their resources. Apparently, something's been taking up pretty much all their focus lately.
Oh yeah, yeah. Old technology has been resurfacing. He like knocks like 2 fingers on his bracer.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen the thing off the coast.
Oh, yeah. I remember hearing it. You were there. You know, it made a
Mhm.
big noise, very loud
Yeah.
noise.
We're sure that once they're all up and active, something's gonna happen when they all sing.
Yeah, it's got a lot of people on edge.
Thankfully, I haven't heard another ding in a while, so
Yeah.
thankfully.
Yeah.
As long as Mal doesn't go to another one.
Yeah. Oh, as you finish your drink, let's move over to Corvus and Sushi.
It might be too late to do a full
Alright,
thing.
fair enough. Well, as everyone's uh activities are in progress, I guess we will call it and start the next session with Sushi and Corvus's spar, I promise. Uh, uh,
They're vaguely sexually charged sparring.
every sparring
Right,
match is
right,
vaguely
right.
sexually charged.
That's
You're
true.
not wrong.
Uh, and next time we will do that and find out the amazing prank that Reisha is roping Katya into.
Ah, yes, The Amazing Prank, the sequel to The Amazing Race.
Yeah. As well as further shopping once the group reconvenes. So check out some of the other stuff on the channel. I am playing Mario Brothership, and also
And
Minecraft.
I'm there. And I'm there also.
I am playing Doom Dark Ages. It is really fun. I
With the
am.
Minecraft thing, we are very end game at the moment.
We are end game.
Finally.
Thankfully, the next session is since. So in Minecraft, we are at the point where we are doing. Normally, it's we start a task that basically does itself over the course of time, and then we start and while it's going, we would start another task, and basically have multiple time-consuming tasks going on at the same time. So a lot of stuff gets done around the same time, but we're finally at the point where most of the tasks are completed. So the ones that remain are ones that take a long time and we don't have much to distract ourselves with. So we're going to be starting the mega project in the next
Yeah.
episode while while the thing that we need makes itself. Yeah, I'm also playing Doom Dark Ages, and my partner Scraps is playing Ratchet and Clank, and hopefully that will be finished in the next episode. So, oh, and tune in next week for Chalksy's new campaign.
Towers and Assassin.
Yeah, working title.
No. Towers and Ascension. That's how it goes. That's the title. I'm
Oh,
standing by it.
you said assessment.
Oh, right. I couldn't spell Ascension, so it was titles. It was Towers and Apotheosis. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, comment challenge of the day What's your favorite kind of filling in a bread like in a what's your favorite filling to put in a dough type food?
Potato.
Because I really like
Potato
strawberry.
pierogi.
I like strawberries and custard in like eclairs.
I really like those like Boston cream hand pies where it's like chocolate and Boston cream on the
Oh,
inside,
yeah, I know the ones you're talking about.
and the whole thing is glazed.
Chimichanga.
Oh, strawberry short or strawberry cheesecake danishes are also good.
Ooh.
I must have a confession.
Yeah,
I have a confession that I must make.
yeah.
I did make cherry chimichangas.
That sounds horrible.
Listen,
Ah,
I was a huge brony at the time. Pinky says it in the show, and she's bouncing around all fun and
it's
shit.
not like it's bad.
It
It's
is.
Tastes
not
good.
bad. It's not. It's cherry pie filling in a burrito that you deep fry and cover with cover with like powdered sugar.
Yeah, you don't.
No,
You
with
would
sour
die.
cream.
Speaking of peanut butter and jelly, I would count as a filling in a dough based food.
Egg salad sandwich.
I really like Perogies, of course, and also there's a Japanese bakery near me that sells
Red
filled
bean is
croissant
delicious.
donuts, and they're amazing.
Red bean is great. Oh, sorry.
I've actually finally come around on red bean paste.
Yeah. All right. Well,
For a long time, I didn't like it because every time I go into it expecting the taste of bean.
no, isn't it like sweet?
Yeah, I still don't
Yeah, it's
like
very
it.
sweet.
Yeah.
It's really
I don't
good
like
with
the
zesty ball.
texture.
Yeah.
The
Well,
texture is weird, but I got used to it because I like Japanese food.
all right.
All right,
Well, with that out of the way, there's no left to say but good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thank you
Bye.
so much.